Episode 46 of the Marketing Life podcast. This is Taylor Timothy, your host. And today we're going to be talking about challenges online marketers face and what to do about it. So the thing is, all online marketers are going to face some challenges at some point in their life, at some point in this game of online marketing. And I'm going to tell you guys what you guys need to be doing and what you need to do about it. So let's not waste any more time and dive right in. First thing we're going to go over are platform changes. So obviously, guys, Facebook, YouTube, Webmaster Tools, Google Analytics, WordPress, your themes, all those different things out there, they are constantly changing, evolving. Facebook has changes all the time. YouTube has changes all the time. All these things are constantly changing. So what I recommend that you guys do about it is you guys go listen to podcasts. Listen to more podcasts. Find people, follow them, and see what kind of updates they're releasing across these platforms. A lot of times people that are spending millions of dollars a month on ads, they usually get the early adoption to these changes. So go find these people, listen to them, and that is one thing I'd recommend that you guys do. The second thing is go mess around. What I mean by that is go into these things. Take some time every month, every week, whatever works best for you, and go mess around in these platforms and see what kind of changes are happening. The reason why I bring this up is because if you guys stop messing around and stop going in there and playing with these platforms, you're going to fall behind. So as an online marketer, you need to stay on your toes and be ready for these changes. So when they happen, you know and you see what's going on. So sometimes on this podcast as well, I'll be releasing changes. There's past episodes where I also release changes that are going on these platforms. So next thing that we're going to talk about, the challenges you're going to be facing is if your clients aren't happy with you, they aren't happy with your performance, they aren't happy with what's going on with their online marketing efforts. So there's 3 things that I recommend that you guys do. So first thing, if your clients aren't happy, make sure before you even sign with them or start up with them, make sure you set the proper expectations. I've found that expectations are a huge thing up front with clients. If they don't have the proper expectations set, then what happens is you guys run into a problem really quick. So make sure you go set proper expectations. So what I mean by that is don't overpromise. Don't overpromise results and things like that. Be very transparent and open with them. So that leads me to my second thing. Be open and be honest with your clients. So if things aren't working, don't try and hide that. Be open and honest and say, look, this isn't working, but this is what I'm going to be doing to fix this. And that leads me into the third thing. Always have a game plan and be thinking 10 steps ahead. So when crap hits the fan, immediately you already have a game plan that's going to follow up. So think 10 steps ahead all the time. This is going to help keep that relationship great with your clients and make sure that you're on your A game producing results. So if you're thinking 10 steps ahead all the time, this is going to help you produce results and obviously help maintain those relationships. And the third challenge that online marketers face is basically have reporting. A lot of marketers don't have proper reporting, and this causes problems in the long run. So what you guys can do about this. So first thing is, if you guys don't know about this, Google has a thing called Google Data Studio. And basically you can give them automated reports that's coming in through that. What I have found, what's wrong with this is most people don't know how to read this data, and it causes problems because they're like, I don't even know what this says. Like, yeah, I get them, but I don't know what it means. So what I've found and what I do is I recommend that you do a video recording with screen shares. So you get in there, you pull up all the data that you are seeing and just kind of walk through and explain what you are seeing. And this is going to help build rapport and honesty and trust more than anything with your clients. So if you don't have reporting set up, make sure you have reporting set up. Like I said, you can do the Google Data Studio. It's absolutely free. Or you can do video recording and screen shares, which obviously takes a lot of your time. But I promise you guys, these things work. So the fourth thing you guys are going to run into and challenges you're going to face as online marketers is your ads aren't working. So you might set up a campaign, it fails. You set up another campaign and it fails. You set up another one and it fails. You might be running into problems with that. So here are some steps that I recommend that you follow when setting up your ads and if they're not working. So the very first thing you need to be doing is you need to change the target audience. So if it's not working, change the audience. If it's not working again, change the audience. If it's not working again, change the audience. And then if that's not working, make sure your tracking is actually set up properly. Sometimes I found that, maybe the theme didn't update or something, the pixel didn't completely install properly, or the theme hit it. I don't know. I've run into problems where the tracking wasn't set up properly. It was disabled somehow. And I recommend that's the second thing you do. Make sure your tracking is set up. Your third thing you're going to have to do, if you've done 1 and 2, you're probably going to have to go in and change your messaging. So just change out the text, change out the headlines, change out those different things to see if this helps. Fourth thing, you might need to just reshoot the ad. So if you shot a video, you might need to do a different form of video and re-edit it and do some different things like that. Now, if that doesn't work, then you need to go to step 5. And step 5 is just get a completely new offer. So your offer you created probably wasn't working and you need to go back to the drawing board. So basically, if your ads aren't working again, change the target audience. Make sure your tracking's working, change your messaging, maybe reshoot the ad. And 5, and last thing is make sure and change out that offer. So the next thing I want to talk about, the challenges you might be running into as an online marketer, is you are just niched in a specific area. So you're specific in Facebook and you only run Facebook ads and that is all you do. Or maybe it's YouTube. You just do YouTube ads and that's it. And then maybe you just do email campaigns and you just do content. So what I've found for me is you bring so much more value to somebody if you can do YouTube ads, if you can do Facebook ads, if you can manage their website, if you can help with their email campaigns, if you can help with their content creation. Now, yes, you are going to be doing a lot of stuff for these people, but you are going to bring so much value to these people if you can dial these things in. If you dial in the paid ads and if you can go manage their website and things like that, I have found that you bring a lot more value and you build a lot better relationships with your clients and you produce 10 times more results for these people. So those are some of the challenges that you're going to face, though, is once you start doing more, then the challenge that you're going to run into is now you're doing a ton for these people. So there's definitely a balance that you're going to have to figure out what works best for you. But I personally have found if you do a lot for them, it helps build that relationship and you continue to grow their business because that is the end goal. Get more leads, sales, and conversions for your clients. So that's going to wrap up episode 46 of the Marketing Life podcast, challenges online marketers face and what you guys can do about it. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. Honestly, guys, I'm here to help. So if you guys need help with anything as far as learning how to build a website, learning how to drive all this paid traffic, email campaigns, content creation, all these different things, go over and check out my course. That is going to wrap this thing up, and peace.